What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, I say, who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,250,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How'd they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we stop combing our hair and cuffing our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our light is dim.
Whoa! That's right. All we do is spark my idealism from New York to Jamaica to Cali to Japan to Algeria to Paris to Norway to Belgium to Africa to surfing Africa. That's right, double servers. Domo, Rosé, Boku. Live from Ground Zero, it's the fast 30 minutes on air, your radio show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we back at it again. Bust That Ass Radio, 83.17 FMX, and the X stands for you never saw me coming when you never saw what was that, dumbass? Your black lady Bruce on the loose who's better than that balding mini-me, two pump of a jump of a boyfriend, and yes, I'll run rings around that flat ass like Saturn, so test me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job, because you have the option of turning me off when I keep turning you on again and again and again, like tasting snot green tapioca pudding for the very first time and thinking you're eating loose frog eggs. It's Cash Ass, that's right, bitches. You know how to start this shit off with the first question of the day in LA racist entitlement. That's right. And the question of the day goes like this. Ha! Does the question of how a woman is exploited ever answered from the cuff of reality that all of them are hoes with hoish tendencies when it comes to the wiles of acting cutely like a hoe? Or to what degree will a bitch go through just to make it legal enough to be considered a hoe when money is involved, but like a therapist in their profession, don't fuck for a higher education? You be the judge, okay? They say knowledge is power, education is key, and hoes come a dime a dozen. I mean, when you're cramming for tomorrow's exam and playing video games, you know, just doesn't release the tension the way it's supposed to. I mean, back in the day, fucking in school was the best remedy for passing a pop exam. I call it sexercise. And wonder why more motherfuckers out here ain't doing it enough. I told y'all about the decline in birth rates yesterday. As long as bitches want an emotionally illiterate, sad, fagging ass hood rat, the bullshit party continues and niggas get more dumber by the generation. Few are smart enough not to hold a resume requirement for some parental miscue that motherfuckers are supposed to have. Bitch, please, you like dick just as much as the sugar daddy likes pussy. Except that Mr. Belvedere is married. Check it. With the constant fear of rising tuition costs, some college students are seeking alternate methods to pay for their tuition and living expenses. Such as a spot called seekingarrangement.com, a website that allows wealthy men to sign up as sugar daddies to young women known as sugar babies. Reports 8 California universities with a growing number of sugar babies. University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, with an estimated annual cost of over $31,000 a year, is ranked number 20 nationally as one of the fastest growing sugar baby campuses. The majority of sugar daddies are wealthy older men seeking companionship, sex, and someone to pamper. In exchange, sugar daddies supply an average of $3,000 monthly to sugar babies. This controversial arrangement has raised questions about whether this is prostitution and ethical concerns because 40% of the sugar daddies are married. You know where I'm going with this, right? What the fuck? Okay, let's walk this through, okay? So you rest of you guys out there get a fucking hint, all right? You either give sex or take it consensually when moms ain't looking, and you got old girl in the woods in the back of the house blessing the mic or getting dug out for on her baby brother's blanket. When you take the bitch anywhere, dinner, movie, nightcap, flowers, etc., you pay for a shot of pussy, okay? Whereas you have a sugar daddy, you're at his beck and call. If you want the money to keep coming, you know, keep rolling in, and to keep up with the materialism, the bitch is used to, that the bitch is used to, or thinks she's entitled to. Okay, a trick mark, so to speak. A fascinating thing relies in the safety of these arrangements as well as the psychological health of these sugar babies. All in all, I mean, crazy bitches aside, they get more money than the crazy motherfuckers on SSI. Because young women say that being a sugar baby has changed their view of dating and sex. You fucking think? Okay, you're dating your dad, you dumbass. Okay? And they sure as fuck ain't running to no broke ass nigga for that. But it does set a double standard. On the street, we look at them as marketable meat. Average length in profession can only last about a good 10-20 years if the hose has a rumored reputation and she's good for them 20 years. You know, food stamps and all. Sugar babies are hoes with a shallow interest in having a degree and will fuck the benefactor under pressure because the married fuck at home is dry as a maple leaf with no lotion on it. Either that or a dry stinky fart in the elevator that refuses to leave and you're stuck between floors and when the fat bastard let it slide. How do I respect a species that shuns itself from within its own ranks and believes that what it's doing has merit and foregoes the scarlet lettering of adultery? No, that's not putting a casual moratorium pimping, okay, out there. But when it comes from a source of entitlement, the shame is that only the white girls are making enough money and the grade, so to speak. Oh, she's the one with the most tutors because she can't think with a dick in her mouth. Now can she, little Miss Special? Okay? Bitch ain't nothing but a hoe all day to a sugar daddy. And the sugar daddy's nothing more than a John trying to salvage his busted ass marriage. Motherfuckers got that much money should invest into something more meaningful than thinking that they can buy their way into heaven when in actuality are strapping the racism to their chest like IUDs. Like 3 degrees of separation, it only becomes a small world when the slave or the master kills the mistress for her own self-worth of the master. We call it miscegenation, bitch. That's why I don't chase doorknobs. They're always there and everybody gets a turn for the right tuition. Try almond joy. I have nuts instead of raisins. Think about it. I'll be black after this.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Awake before morning, who cares not for a bum who begs for free and existing in nothing. Some of us well, some of us not. If we have a freedom of mind, then that's more than what you've got. Next to that, oblivion. Sleep becomes a deficit at night, and dead living does avoid fright. Good night. At full, no room, here's a blanket and a can of shit. Squat inside the cage below the subway tracks. A bed of thorns and the sun is on my back. Where are the children? When no one hides from crack. Growing ever showing and think about the bed. When we rise, we see another sunset. Sunrise, sunset.
Holy shit! Here's that message again. Mosquito's Facebook report. The stuff I found on my Facebook, amazing, shocking, but true. This is from Assbuster Dorian Dittering out of Germany. A pig post of Albert Einstein relating a cue for the need of ample prostitution. It says, where there is love, there is no imposition. Money and consent make love, fucking makes babies. This one in from Assbuster, the mighty Chris Lyons out of Glendale. A pig post of why the McRib is hell-bent on sending your dumb ass into cardiac arrest. And that's not heaven. It says, with Ronald McDonald talking on the phone in dismay, you just McFucked up. Almost as goofy as that damn Smurf language. And who was fucking Smurfette? How the fuck you get like 5,000 motherfuckers on a goddamn plantation in one bitch? Okay? And finally, from Assbuster Zulu G out of NYC in the place to be, a pig post that lets you know that winter is here. It says, with a guy pointing out a wavery finger and a factoid, and it says, it's so cold outside, I saw a teenage boy pull his pants up. Look, y'all sad faggots can't run looking like that, and at least during winter, we don't have to see them shit-stained underoos covering the crack of your ass. That unless you just got out of prison and you changed your name to Daisy May. Ha ha ha. Come on!
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time.
Bring it on down, bitches!
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.
Holy shit! Barca! Okay. I was going to do the world's largest hip report, but settled on something even crazier because it seems like I'm the only motherfucker that's been, like, you know, following these types of cases. And it's something that has to do with the implication that maybe, just maybe, bath salts are starting to see their processes perfected. Almost. This is from the Buckwild section of Barca. Check it. Holy shit. Oh, motherfucking Fatback Band, the first rap band ever. Check it. In Florida, Tony and LaDonna Land have discovered a naked carnival worker, Gregory Matthew Bruni, on their roof running around like an idiot. As it stands, Bruni assaulted Tony Land, trashed the couple's house, and then shitted and masturbated inside the motherfucker's house. Oh no, now, that is the type of party crackers like to get Caligula with, alright? Gangnam style, motherfucker. Okay? Oh, and you think potty training was so easy until this, right? Bruni ran into the house, pulled the big screen TV off the wall, spilled the contents of the vacuum cleaner on the floor. Around this time, the wife shot at his motherfucking ass, but missed, okay, meaning she needs lessons at the nearest gun range. And at some point during this ruckus, Bruni sucked up the contents of the vacuum shit that he put on the floor and then spit it back out. That's when the couple called 911, and on the tape you can hear how funny this shit was. Quote unquote, he goes, I don't know who the hell he is. He's naked and he ran into my damn house. Tony could be heard saying that shit on the recording. I mean, what the fuck? Hey, I mean, are we not paying attention to what motherfuckers is doing nationwide to experience bath salts? Okay, in every case, motherfuckers get buck wild, get naked, and shit everywhere. It sounds like a zombie thing, but then again, look how motherfuckers be acting. I mean, in every newsworthy case, these are the results of anyone on high-grade PCP, and bath salts are going to be an epidemic across the nation while industrial-strength drug companies continue to supply the need for it. In other words, we are supplying our own demise when it comes to endangering shit, okay? Ecstasy is one thing, but bath salts are another, and man, oh man, it's going to be really bad. I mean, white-on-white crime is chemically fine. Smoke weed every day. Either that or stop getting caught growing farms of weed in your house, you greedy fucking bastards.
Relax and just sit down and just let me find my shit, okay?
How many of you out there think this country's a democracy? I don't think we can answer that.
How many of you out there think this country's a democracy? As the spray paint on the wall so often says, if voting changed anything, they'd make it illegal.
Who is it? Ross?
Are you by yourself?
Yeah, I'm by myself.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm by myself.
When more people realize that overthrowing the rich is not just in our own best interest, it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm by myself.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun. As the spray paint on the wall.
Oh my God, dirty condoms. You know that section in the newspaper. Oh, it's so quiet today. Maybe it's the warm weather in January that we're having, or the whole train done stopped before sunrise this week. Oh, that's right. DTs were roaming all over Ground Zero all fucking day today. Shit, other than that, I got dishes piled up in the sink and I need soap to wash this shit. And don't get caught fucking dead bitches. That's some nasty shit, yo. Especially if you're 61, white, and recently divorced from the wife. I mean, she was laying on a slab when you fucked her, right? I mean, did she have a strange look on her face? I mean, you know that busting up face when she's dead after rigor mortis? Or was that pussy that damn tight after death? I don't know. I mean, hey, at least I'm asking. If I don't find me a fucking girlfriend, I'll be out later out tonight with a shovel and a lantern. You know that shit. Bella Lugosi's style.
Pour a little sauce on it first, put it in your mouth, then you start to thirst for that mothership. Sticky, icky, green leaf mothership straight all up in your ear hole. Oh, what a shame. Pour a little sauce on it first, put it in your mouth, then you start to thirst for that mothership. You know when I swish out, ooh, what a picture. Pour a little sauce on it first, put it in your mouth, then you
Under circumstances of war is murder. I think one has to define what that means. Under circumstances of peace. Under circumstances of peace, it would be murder. It would be murder.
CIA agents still have 100% control of a guy. You have one. You've got a problem.
Consider that an act of killing someone
Has mind control been achieved? The human will has prevailed up to this. Seen, work is continuing in this field.
Oh, you know that's cultural nepotism that's ringing on my fax machine, baby. That's right. Get it on, get it on. When it comes to part-time justice, America sure has a lot to be thankful for. I mean, we can mutilate animals, beat up immigrants, LGBT people, and women who marry into or are still in relationships with incomplete men. Half full glass my ass, baby. You chose that mongrel over stability. Happy to hear how you spend your nights crying over bullshit. Ha! Check it. Republicans have objected to the measure in the state Senate, which had passed the bill that would allow Native American courts to prosecute non-Indians accused of committing abuses on Indian land. The House bill that passed last May also omitted Senate references to gays, lesbians, bisexuals, and transgenders. Y'all didn't see that one, did you? I mean, last year when Super Crackers and the Misfit Nigger Patch sellouts ran out of Congress during the quote-unquote Violence Against Women's Act renewal, motherfuckers hauled ass and was determined not to act on shit until after the re-election of Lord Obama. Shame, 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 shame. The 1994 Act provides funding for legal assistance for victims, enforcement of protection orders, transitional housing aid, and youth prevention programs. Supporters say the annual incident of domestic violence has dropped more than 50% since the Vote Violence Against Women's Act became law, but it expired in 2011. Although both the House and Senate passed the VAWA, which is Violence Against Women's Act bills last year, the two chambers were unable to settle their differences. The main points of contention last year was provisions in the Senate passed bill that increased protections for American Indians, gays, and immigrants. You know, the minority of minorities that voted for Lord Obama. What the fuck? Okay, it's no wonder the sour bellies of the religious right were all bent out of shape. All three are considered tolerable in sight, but behind closed doors, the insidious affirmation ceremony around the dinner table is more likely to be don't ask, don't tell, just ignore it and it'll go away. Same thing with fucking graffiti. Is about the whitest leave it to beaver bullshit emanating from the bowels of racism. I mean, legislation that was introduced in the Senate and the identical bill House Democrats unveiled today retain those protections, but remove one more provision that would increase are called U visas available to immigrant victims. Those who are too afraid to go to the pigs who turned them over to La Migra, clutching onto that last vestiges of fear-based systems of rule, seems to lack a specific punch to it, especially when the wall didn't move and the people unwaver from the fact that justice for all should mean just that. Not for, you know, the sugar daddies in Congress who corrupted out of their own fucking nepotism, as they would say.
The pledge to resist. We believe that as a people living in the United States, it is our responsibility to resist the injustices done by our government in our names. Not in our name will you wage endless war. There can be no more deaths, no more transfusions of blood for oil. Not in our name will you invade countries, bomb civilians, kill more children, letting history take its course over the graves of the nameless. Not in our names will you erode the very freedoms you have claimed to fight for. Not by our hands will we supply weapons and funding for the annihilation of families on foreign soil. Not by our mouths will we let fear silence us. Not by our hearts will we allow whole peoples or countries to be deemed evil. Not by our will and not in our name. We pledge resistance. We pledge alliance with those who have undergone attack for voicing opposition to the war or for their religion or ethnicity.
Ah, yes, we now come to the butt end of the show. And the only way to put a perspective on that which gives you a gas face, you gotta take both your thumbs and pry open the vertical mouthpiece and look that brown eye straight in the eye and pull the trigger on that person, place, or thing that's causing the madness and strife in your life. And on the 1, 2, 3 and the mighty woosah, just breathe in and stab the cabin as we count this. Y'all know how we do this, peoples. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a mighty woosah. Asshole of the day. Run, joke. Run, joke. The police won't let me go. Yeah, I know, yeah. When it comes to being half-assed clever, dirty bitches, grimy bitches, ghetto bitches are scores of fun to watch. Hell, this is the only time when equality ever matters, when some stupid asshole thinks she's above all of what they are and do. Damn, sounds like a commercial, don't it? But then again, when it comes to being beastly about being cold-hearted, ask my seed carrier Quad. Bitches don't think shit scratches the rye of that ass now, don't they? Check it. Meet Linda Weston, 52 of Philadelphia, no relation to Eagles quarterback Michael Convict, indicted on charges including hate crimes, kidnapping, murder in aid of racketeering, and forced human labor. It's the first time the federal hate crime statute has been used to protect the disabled. Now, as a paroled killer, she targeted mentally disabled adults in a scheme to steal their Social Security benefits, confining them like zoo animals, forcing some into prostitution, and causing the death of 2 victims through abuse and neglect. In all, 6 disabled adults and 4 children were held captive in subhuman conditions in basements, attics, and closets at various times between 2000 and 2001 and 2011. This bitch had a 10-year run. Okay? The victims were often drugged, deprived of food and medical care, and forced to use buckets for bathrooms. Weston used cunning, trickery, force, and coercion to get mentally disabled people to designate her as their caretaker or payee, allowing her to illegally collect about $212,000 in Social Security payments over 10 years. And not one dime to fix that wild beaver fucking weave attached to her scalp? What the fuck? Alright. Sounds like my mom, doesn't it? I mean, could have been a missing twin, the way the lunatic purports the image of a crazy black bitches today. And this mad cow was doing this shit on the fly. I mean, the victim's diminished mental capacity, coupled with the fact that Weston continually moved the family to elude law enforcement, meant that escape for these individuals seemed impossible. Weston forced 2 female victims into prostitution to earn more money for the family while they lived in Texas. 2 other women died while living with Weston, leading to murder charges make her eligible for the death penalty. Talk about a murdering gypsy who went to go get this money by all means available. She's got a 30-year history of cases from Virginia to Texas to Philly that will be dropped for a bigger one, and that means extreme euthanasia. The only reason she went to such degree was because of her lack of having a real nigga in the house. Plain and simple. Bitch went wild. She couldn't understand. She couldn't fucking deal with a real motherfucking man, a real motherfucking nigga like myself. None of this shit would have went down like that. And it would have found a way to survive better than some damn penguins in the military zone. And you wonder why smart men like myself fancy the equality within the relationship instead of the bullshit. This one-sided attempt to be the boss bitch just cost her not only her freedom, but anything remote as being a decent human being. At least I give her actions better props than Quad. Go to the website at mush777.wix.com/omega7 and watch throwaways, and you'll see what I mean. Like Ice Cube said, can't trust the bitch. Like I said, the motherfucker's dead right. Yep, Linda Watson, the 4 steps back for real queens who don't abuse love in any way, shape, or form. You are the asshole of the day with your bunched up motherfucking panties.
I'm not talking about the queens, but the bitches, not the sisters, but the bitches, not the young ladies, but the bitches, the bitches, the bitches. Now a queen's a queen and a stunt is a stunt. You can tell who's who by the things they want. Most chicks want minks, diamonds, a Benz. Spin up all your ends, probably fuck your friends. High post attitudes, real rude with fat asses. Think that the pussy is made out of gold. Try to control you by sliding up and down on the wood. They be giving up sex for goods. Dealing with bitches, it's the same old song. They only want you till someone richer comes along. Don't get me wrong, strong black women, I know who's who. Total respect I'm giving. While queens stand by you and stick around, bitches suck you dry and push you down. So it's my duty to address this vampiress, giving the black man stress. Recognize what's real and not material, or burn in hell, chasing polo and yes, dumb bitches.
Oh yes, and if you missed it, then play it again till you get it. You can say moving forward like a bitch, but you know I'm ahead of your bullshit. This has been your radio show, Bust That Ass Radio, 83.17 FMX, and of course you know this X stands for you didn't see me coming when you never saw where I was at. All up in your ass, haha. That's right, steady shellac in the room, boom boom harder than ever, booty bubbles and dirty condoms. Music provided by Omega 7 Records, the mothership connection in the underground music scene. Check us out on mush77.wix.com/bust-that-ass-radio and leave a stinky on our blog, Dirty Condoms. And we're also linked up to Ja One Up Networks at mush77.wix.com/omega7om7. That's right, the only community arts and entertainment nonprofit in the world. So get linked in, because it's all about cash ass. I'll see you in the street, bitches. Arugi, arugi, arugi.
She was a mistress. Bitches come my way, I make them hot, cause I'm hip to the game. I'm not a slave, so I don't get pussy whipped. Bear in mind, you lose mental and material riches, fucking around with those bitches.
talking about the queen.